Welcome to room 666. We recently attended the opening night of Beyond Fest and we were able to see...
Room 666. This is your master, YouTube.
Not these guys again.
This video will be dedicated to Cruise Fest.
I don't know what that is.
A celebration of the greatest movie star, Thomas Cruise.
Thomas Cruise?
Shut up! You will do a positive review of American Made or you will be cut.
I haven't seen American Made, so I can't give it a good review.
You don't need to see movies to be a YouTube critic, you fool. Besides, I hear it's just like Blow.
No, well if it's just like Blow, then I don't want to see it. I don't like Blow. Blow blows.
You don't like Blow?
Look, I'm sorry about those assholes from YouTube, but we're back, okay? Alright? Fuck. I can interrupt me like that. Alright. Welcome to room 666. Today, we're going to be reviewing a Brawl and Cell Block 99. And as a matter of fact, when I see fucking YouTube, we're going to brawl, baby. The film, it's a new film from S. Craig Zoller. He did Bone Tomahawk. It's got Vince Vaughn, Jennifer Carpenter, Udo Kier, and Don Johnson. And I fucking swear, you come at me, YouTube, we're going to go. We're going to go for it. But I do shit. Start off with the director, the maniac, S. Craig Zoller. This is his second film as a director. I know he was a writer before. And his first film was Bone Tomahawk. And that one is same thing as this. They have the exact same feel, which is that kind of grindhouse 70s, like, just B-movie type feel, but done really well. Like, it has all those aspects where there's the violence and the kind of weird characters and the weird little plot scenarios that happen. Very B-movie things happen in his movies, but he does them well enough with the actually getting good performances. Like, for instance, Richard Jenkins in Bone Tomahawk probably deserved an Oscar for that. And you know, no one has any business getting an Oscar for a movie like Bone Tomahawk, but, you know, he gets good performances. And here, in Brawl, it's no different. And the way that it starts off is it's a bit slow. We start off getting to know Vince Vaughn's character, who basically, the reason why I think he takes his time at the beginning to get to know Vince Vaughn's character and his relationship is so that all the crazy stuff that happens towards the end, once he goes to prison, is not just this kind of gratuitous violence for no reason. You're just kind of like, oh, like he has to do this. There's a reason for this. And I think that's what puts this film above the rest and what makes it an A+ B movie. Oh yeah, that's right. Boom. That's my term. Someone's probably used it before, but I'm going to say that no one has and that I have. It's like a movie that would have came out in the 70s starring Gene Hackman that you would have just discovered on TV one night, like at midnight, you know what I mean? And it's like a movie that when it comes out, it should come out on VHS. It's just like this like dirty, gritty cinema that is just sort of in the vein of Tarantino, where he's using a lot of those B-movie aspects and a lot of those genre, you know, tropes and things and putting them into these kind of prestigious movies. He's completely different from Tarantino, but in that aspect they're the same. But I think with this and Bone Tomahawk, he's making his own style, and it's definitely his own, and it's great. He's one of my favorite directors working. Can't wait for his next film. Let's get into Vince Vaughn. That's right, Vince Vaughn, from Old School, from Swingers, you know, from The Delivery Man, or whatever, the one where he spreads his sperm all over the place. Yeah, Fred Claus. Yeah, you know, The Dilemma, where Kevin James does that one thing or whatever. Yeah, that Vince Vaughn. Well, guess what? He's not that Vince Vaughn anymore. At least I hope not. Basically, he strips away all those Vince Vaughn-isms that you know and love and probably hate by now. You know what I mean? Everything, it's all gone. He's got, like, comedic timing in it still, but it's not the same thing as, like, Old School or those, like, Wedding Crashers and things like that. He's still funny, but in a more dramatic role way. And basically the role he's playing is a guy who, you know, you could tell he's just used to be a piece of shit. He used to get drunk, used to probably fight. Type of guy who, if he was in a bar and you were talking too loud, he'd probably just smash your head against the table to make you quiet. But now, he's got a wife. He's trying to be sober. He's trying not to use violence as a means to, deal with things that go wrong in his life. And all those scenes, all the quiet, moments, all the moments where Vince Vaughn is sort of just kind of being to himself, or even when he's beating the shit out of the car, are really good moments because they're believable. Even though it's Vince Vaughn, I think that might be a problem for a lot of people because of the Vince Vaughn they know. But once you really get past that, and once you start to see what he does in this film with just his looks, he doesn't really say too much. He moves at a really slow pace. He moves at his own pace. It's a really great performance. And when Vince Vaughn is in the prison, he's scary as fuck. Seriously, he's frightening. There was never a time where I was like, oh, this guy's going to be able to take Vince Vaughn. Nope. I always knew Vince Vaughn was going to be able to beat the shit out of them. All the fight scenes, he does great. You can tell he learned all those moves that he does and learned everything. He really went through it all because you could see his face because they're shot well enough to where you can see everything happening. Vince Vaughn's great in this. But one of the best parts and one of the standout parts of this film is Don Johnson. Now, Don Johnson plays a warden who is basically an asshole piece of shit. He's a cigar chomping piece of crap who just wants to torture inmates and doesn't want to give them any sort of rules or freedom at all. It's a really small part, but the times that he's in it, Don Johnson. Put him in everything like this. He was in Cold in July, if you've never seen that, where it's kind of a part like this. He's great. If he just does stuff like this all the time, love it. Vince Vaughn should get an Oscar for this. He's not going to. It's good stuff. Great performances. Udo Kier, that weird German guy who's always in stuff, he plays this really weird part, and it's a good thing he was cast for that part because it makes the part even weirder and stranger and just, I don't know, like I said, it's just these weird little B-movie subplot things and characters that are just, I don't know, they make the movie stand out. It's so unique in that way, but yet it's done well enough that you get great performances like Vince Vaughn's performance, which is just it could be in a prestigious movie. So, Vaughn, your money and you don't even know it, baby. Let's see it. Swingers 2, Favreau, where are you at? Let me call that motherfucker. Alright, straight to voicemail. Fine. Let me leave a message. Hey Favs, it's your faves, Jordan from room 666. I got an idea for you. We're doing Swingers 2, baby. Still swinging. I got the plot synopsis. I got everything for you. Remember the poster? Swingers poster? You got Vaughn right there. He's standing, he's looking up, he's got the martini glass. Remember that? Well, this time, we do it Swingers 2, still swinging style, baby. He's bald this time. He's got the martini glass tattooed on the back of his head, and he's standing like that with his fist instead of a martini glass, ready to swing. Hello? Fabs? Oh. I thought I was talking to John Favreau. Who is this? Kevin Smith? Oh, no. We don't want to see any more sequels to your films. No, stop it. No! Conclusion. Brawl in Cell Block 99 is one of my favorite films of the year. It'll definitely make my top 10. It's just a violent, fun, thrilling, slow burn of a time. And it just makes me see Vince Vaughn in a whole new light. And I can't recommend it to everyone because it's really, really kind of slow pace at the beginning. And it's super violent. And not a lot of people like those things, especially not mixed together. But if you like what you saw in the trailer, definitely go see it. Just be prepared for a lot of violent shit. Go run out and see it. Give movies like this your money. Go see Bone Tomahawk. See what he's got coming out next. See it all. Do it. And if you see YouTube out there, you tell him. You tell him that I'm coming. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. What the...
You're gonna say how good American Made was, or the streets will run YouTube Red with your
Are you seriously
blood.
going on about YouTube Red still?
Yes. Please sign up for only $10 a month.
I'll do whatever you want me to do. Just leave me alone.
Answer these questions about American Made.
Yeah, fine. Whatever gets you out of here.
Isn't Thomas Cruise the best?
Yes, sure.
Do you browse through railway timetables, directories, or dictionaries just for pleasure? Do you often make tactless blunders? Do you consider the modern prisons without bar system doomed to failure?
shit. Is this some sort of Scientology personality test or something? Either you untie me or just slit my throat.